Hey again, it's me, Boo, for part 17 of my designer fragrance collection. I didn't say mainstream this time because even though some of my designer fragrances are not niche, they're still not completely, oh, I'm gonna do it, sorry, mainstream. Some of them are pretty obscure that I hear through the grapevine, like at Fragrantica about, or just like I do on Amazon when I'm downloading MP3 music. You know, people who listen to this, and I'll hit that, and I'll listen to that for a little while, and then you look down the page, and it'll say people who listen to this, and then I'll hit that, and you kind of navigate through the all the choices just by doing it that way. Well, I do that with perfumes too at Fragrantica. So if people say this smells similar to this, and I'm not quite liking the notes or how that sounds or the reviews on it, I'll hit one of those and go to that fragrance. And if it has really good reviews and its notes sound like something I'd be really interested in, then I start searching on how to get a sample for it. And that's how I came across this house. This house, designer house called Lush. They do actually makeup, I think. And I'd never heard of them before, but I don't wear a lot of makeup, as you can tell. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. um, where does that come from? Frog in your throat. I think there's probably a story behind that metaphor, and I would sure like to know what it is if you know it. My husband says I have metaphoric dyslexia, so I'm always really proud of myself when I get a metaphor right. I tend to mix them and put two together and make a whole new metaphor that sometimes makes no sense at all. To me, in my mind, they make total sense, I will tell you, but I've been told that sometimes they don't make very much sense. So if I do that, I apologize in advance. Anyway, back to Lush. This is not something I've seen at Sephora or Nordstrom's or anything like that. It might be at Barney's or places like that. Probably is. I just haven't seen them, but I don't live in New York City or LA or anything either. So this one's called Snowshowers, and wow, this is a really intense, bright citrus smell. And it is, I really like it. It's kind of got a pine sol smell to it. A little like if you were to mix lemon, lime, and orange together. But see, I kind of like pine sol smells, especially the orange pine sol. I really like it. But I will say that the pine sol effect kind of fades and it becomes more of a true citrus, natural citrus smell as it dries down, and it gets a little sweeter. So the edge of the brightness kind of gets chopped off as it dries down, and it becomes more of a mellow, still a bright citrus. Not in the same lines as I Love Love kind of citrus. This one is a really potent citrus. And anyway, I'll read you the ingredients and maybe that'll make some more sense. Where am I? I had to go on the perfumer. Fragrantica has a whole bunch of Lush fragrances, including some from the Gorilla line, but they didn't have the two that I had, so I actually had to go on the Lush website to get these. And like I said, this one's called Snow Showers. And it also comes in solid fragrance form. They bath bomb and shower jelly, and they have conditioners. They have all kinds of things, and it's kind of crazy because what I've been reading about them is that customers are letting them know that they love the yumminess of the smell of like one of their conditioners or one of their bubble baths so much that they're actually putting a little bit, on their arm and behind their ears and stuff so that they can smell like this. And so these guys are smart, and so instead of just poo-pooing that and blowing it off, saying that their customers are nuts, they went and made a perfume out of it. And so I think that's brilliant. And everybody's very happy about it too. And this features zingy and zesty sweet orange, lime, and cognac oils create a bubbly, fresh perfume that pairs well with champagne. Perfect for holiday celebrations. See, this doesn't remind me of winter at all or the holidays. I was thinking of taking this Hawaii with me, to be really honest with you. It is a really bright citrus. And now, if I were to layer it potentially with this other one that I have from them, then it might end up being much more holiday-ish. But and this one's called Yuzu and Cocoa. And the two together might kind of combine to make a really cool holiday scent. But this one by itself, I don't get that. In fact, to me, bright citruses, even though it's what I consider a cold smell, you know, I talked before about amber and vanilla and woods being warm smells. For me, I don't know what the experts say, but for me, that's how I think of it in my mind. Anyway, the citruses and the metallics are kind of a cold smell. I'm not really into metallic smells, but I do love citrus. And even though it's a cold smell, I still associate it with summertime because I always eat, you know, most of my citrus fruit in the summertime. That's when it's available around here anyway. So anyway, that is Snow Showers. I have no idea what people say it smells like. I don't know, other than pine sol. I don't know. But I don't want that to scare you off because it really dries down to a nice, there's just a hint of vanilla on the bottom, and it's still a very nice bright citrus. So that is Snow Showers from the Gorilla line of Lush. And this one, like I said before, is Yuzu and Cocoa. And I'll tell you what's in this one real quick. Oh, this one's really easy. The light citrus side of the scent was inspired by the Japanese yuzu fruit, kind of like a tangerine. And we blend it with real cocoa absolute to give it a rich and very yummy chocolate scent. And they also have this in bubble bath and I think a solid, and yeah, like that. But this one I have sprayed on a piece of paper. You know, it really does smell like orange and chocolate. But unlike those oranges that you get around Easter, was it? And Valentine's, you know, the chocolate covered candied oranges that you're supposed to take and go, and it smashes and it makes all these pieces, and then you're supposed to eat the pieces just like an orange. It looks like an orange, you know. It's not a candied smell at all. And in fact, it's not a milk chocolate smell at all. It's a dark chocolate smell. Not quite the Mexican cocoa. It doesn't have that harsh bite to it like Mexican cocoa does. But this is more like almost like the cooking cocoa we use around here. When you bake cookies, okay, I don't bake, but you know, when my grandmother used to bake cookies, she had the cocoa, and I always used to love to smell it, but it was always so ironic to me that it smelled so good but tastes like crap, you know. It was so bitter. That's the kind of cocoa it reminds me of, that dark cooking cocoa with sweet, but not real sweet, not candied sweet, but sweet orange. It's really a yummy scent. And both of these, this one, Snow Showers, the sillage is pretty intense. A little goes a long way on this one. And they both last really well. So this one's a little less offensive with the sillage than this one. But I think the combination of the two is going to be yummy. I can't wait to play with these two. And there's a whole bunch of other scents out there. I have another one called Dear John in a sample that I got when I got these two that I haven't even tried yet, that I'm really anxious to sniff out. So anyway, that's these two Lush from the Gorilla line, Snow Showers, and Yuzu and Cocoa. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's Y-U-Z-A. Yuzu. So, and Cocoa, and then Snow Showers. Total antithesis of each other, though. This one is definitely warm, soft kind of citrus, and this is in-your-face, bite-me kind of citrus. So, both just really yummy, though. Anyway, that's it for me for part 17. I'll be back with 18. And I think it's 14 of my niche. I don't know. I don't even know why I try to tell you what's coming up. I should just say my next niche and my next mainstream slash designer frags is coming up because I always get the numbers wrong. Apologize for that. So, anyway, I hope y'all have a fabulous day. Peace.